portrait of hopes and dreams, telling the story of.
I'm Public Information Director Mel Newman, and I've got a subject to talk about today that's of importance to every resident of the city of Oak Park. With me, Twan Murphy. He is the Partnership Specialist for the Census Bureau,
yes,
the United States Department of Congress. How are you?
Doing great, Mel. Thanks for having us out here today.
My pleasure. I know that we've got a very brief video to show which talks a lot about what the census means and how easy it is for people to participate and how important it is. First thing I want you to tell me is, how important is this to every resident?
It's very important to every resident, especially in the city of Oak Park. The short video that we'll take a look at today will talk about what the census is. It'll also talk about the process that's going to take place in 2010, as well as how it can affect the community either positively or negatively.
This community in particular?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look.
On April 1st, 2010, our nation will be counted. Every person, whoever they are, wherever they live. And what we learn will transform what we know about ourselves. The 2010 census, it's a new portrait of America. The 2010 census is an exciting milestone for America. It promises to deliver accurate information about our diverse and growing population. And it's important for the future of every community. Census data will be used to allocate over $300 billion in federal funds every year.
The 2010 census will be important to the nation because it is the foundation of our democracy.
The census, no matter when it is the consummate partnership between local, state, and federal government.
Communities use the data to plan for their future, like disaster and emergency services, healthcare services, schools, transportation, libraries, senior centers, and more. The 2010 census builds on the success of previous censuses and is the best planned and most well-researched census ever. And innovations, like a new short census form, will help to make it even more successful. The 2010 census, it's easy to complete. Data are always confidential and safeguarded. It's important.
This census is a commitment to the American way of life. To be counted as a resident of the United States, I think, is one of the proudest things that can happen to you in this country. It's important. Stand up for yourself, be counted, let people know you're out there.
The 2010 census, it's a new portrait of America.
A photograph, a time and place, a picture holds a moment's space, a portrait of hopes and dreams, telling the story of our times. And for now we know that we're changing fast, and for now it's clear that we've left the past. America, let's celebrate. We're proud and we stand tall together. A portrait of us all.
The 2010 census, it's a new portrait of America.
Well, obviously, the census is important in many ways to every community across the country.
Yes.
No doubt about it, after watching that and understanding what the census means, and it's constitutionally been recognized as one of the most important processes in this country. Would you not agree?
I definitely agree.
Okay, now let's talk, and I want you to just, again, respond to this specifically as to Oak Park. Give me some examples about what this means to me as a citizen and to this community.
Well, if we go back to the video, what we saw in there is that it's safe, It's protected by Title 13 of U.S. Codes and PII, which means that the information is safeguarded. It does not go out to any other agency. It solely gets wrapped up into data, which helps us make decisions amongst the community. It's easy. First time ever seeing a census questionnaire that's only 10 questions, 10 minutes to impact the next 10 years of your life. Basically, what we're looking at is now over $400 billion worth of resources will be allocated to communities like Oak Park. These things go to things like your roads, goes to your Title I dollars, to your senior complexes, your public health. A multitude of resources come out of this pool. So as we closed in the open, talking about it can affect you either positively or negatively. If you don't get the proper count, that could cause a negative impact because you don't get the right amount of resources for your residents that they're using. So we're hoping that everybody gets engaged, that they understand we're available to come out to many different groups and communities to spread this information on how to get that questionnaire in, how to be a part of this process so that you can get the proper amount of resources that now make your schools stronger, make your roads better, and make your hospitals and your public health dollars that come in available for the citizens and the residents of Oak Park.
Millions of dollars are at stake and
Billions.
resources right here
Yes.
in this community for the next 10 years for our kids, our seniors, ourselves.
Everybody.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Okay, we're going to be seeing a lot of you, aren't we?
We're going to be here.
I expect to, and you and your team will be around the city,
Yes.
answering questions, giving out information. We're going to have you on again.
We're going to be on as much as possible. We want the residents to reach out. We're coming to talk to anybody who wants to listen on how important it is to get your resources from this count for the 2010 census.
Mr. Murphy, thank you very much, sir.
Thanks for having me
Look
again.
forward
Matt.
to seeing you.
The 2010 census. It's a new portrait of America.